I started Surviving Sky with the goal of bringing more awareness to my sister Sky's disappearance. And I thought the best way to do this would be to start a podcast. That way I can really get into the details and bring some humanity to this case. The truth is, I didn't know how to start a podcast. So when I discovered Spotify for podcasters, it had everything I needed. I could record, edit, and then send it out to all the streaming platforms out there. I didn't need to take too much time getting hung up on all the technical aspects. So if you're out there and you're listening to this and you have something that you're passionate about and you just feel like you can inform the world about what you know, then why not start a podcast and check out Spotify for podcasters today?
I have to be honest. Lately, I want to cancel all of my therapy appointments. I don't want to go. I don't want to leave the house for it. I don't feel inspired to go. I'm not feeling like it helps. Not in the way that I need it to help. Sometimes I love to just go and chat with her just about the week. Yeah, of course. I don't mind that. But it's everything else. It's the work that I need to do. It's sitting in that dark space, trying to bring myself back to that place. A place like I don't want to be. I don't want to be there. I don't want to sit and think about my time in Japan and all the time afterwards in watching everybody else's life move forward while I stay stuck. Not knowing how to move forward, feeling just so much guilt, with having the opportunity to continue on, but just completely unable to do so. And it's no matter how much time goes by, it's still so fucking heavy. And I know sometimes I just get so mad at myself because I feel as though anybody else could just move on, And why can't I? Why do I do this to myself? What is it all for? So this Monday, I was bracing to myself, preparing to tell my therapist that, hey, maybe I'll take a break for, a few weeks. I can come back, in February. But to my surprise, she had texted me early that morning saying that she was sick. And I was like, oh my God, thank God. Not thank God that she was sick. Thank God that I don't have to go in. But she quickly responded with, hey, I can do it virtually, but it's up to you. And I replied, oh, no. You're not feeling well. You don't need to be burdened by my, issues. That's not going to make you feel better. And I used that as a way to feel better about myself, not being honest with the fact that I just didn't want to go, and being thankful for the fact that, she is the one giving me an excuse. And she replied back and she said, it's up to you. And then in that moment, I was frozen with such indecision. I literally just froze. I sat on the couch and my husband's like, what's going on? And I told him, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And he's like, well, just do it virtually. And I was like, I don't want to do it virtually. Oh my God. I don't want to spend the money to just sit in front of my computer and talk to her. I don't want to do that. It felt like a waste of money. And then he said, it's not about the money. It's never about the money. Because you getting the help that you need is worth the money. It affects everybody. It helps everybody out, even if you don't see it that way. And he's like, why don't you see it that way? Because I'm broken. Because if my worth is not somehow valued monetarily, it's like I have no worth. And I don't know where that came from, but it's something that is just ingrained in me. I barely make money from the effort
I put into these podcasts or whatever I put out there, I don't make money off of this. And I put so much time into it because I should be noble enough, you know, to just do it out of the goodness of my heart. But I don't know. What is that? What is that? There's, I don't, but anyways, after like an agonizing 15 minutes or so, I replied back to her. I was like, okay, we can do it virtually. And then she didn't say anything. And I was like, thank God. Maybe she's just back in bed and it's fine. You know, no big deal. So then I go out. I do some therapeutic shopping or just window shopping, basically. And then she texts me back. She's like, okay, we're on. And it's like 11 o'clock at this point, and our appointment's at noon. And I was like, fuck. Why, you know? And the thing is, all I need to do is really be honest with myself about the situation. But in that moment, too, I also am watching my phone, ready to reply back. And I see that she unsends her message. She unsends it. Unsends. I had no idea that was an option. And then she sends me another message. She's like, you know what? I'm coming down with a fever. So yeah, I'm just canceling everything today. And I was, again, so thankful. So thankful. But then in that aftermath, and when I think about it, I'm just like, I need to be honest. I need to be honest with myself. I need to be brutally honest with myself. And I need to start being honest with other people too. And it's frustrating because the thing is, I'm scared to do the work. I'm scared to go to that dark place. And I do this to myself all the time with everything. I can tell myself that I can do something, but I know I won't. I know I'll find an excuse to run, hide, dissociate, avoid. It's the one thing I'm so good at. I need like a fucking Nobel Peace Prize. Not that, because my avoidance would bring peace to the world. But it's something I was sitting with this week because I didn't go to therapy. And it's my need to be honest with myself. My need to really accept what I'm avoiding. And I've been avoiding it for so long. And I've been avoiding how I feel about myself and my self-worth and what it's really worth. Because my self-worth and how I hold myself to myself is not high. It's not high at all. And it's funny because it's like, you think when you grow up, you outgrow these feelings, because this feeling feels so juvenile to me. It feels like I should have outgrown this. But it dictates so much of what I say I do, but really don't. Because I'm often just too afraid to ask for help. And that's what I need to admit to myself. That all the goals that I want will never be achieved if I don't start being more honest with myself. And how does one change that? I want to bring Surviving Sky to a bigger audience. I want to connect with people. I want to raise money to go back to Japan. And then I want to have a separate fund to help other families who may find themselves in this position. That's what I want to do. And I've been saying it, or not saying it, really. I'm afraid to speak my goals out loud. Because in that case, the only person I'm letting down when they don't get achieved is myself. And I can handle that kind of disappointment. I just can't handle the disappointment of others. What do you do with that? What do you do? Because I don't know. I don't know where to begin. I guess the first step is to actually stay in therapy. Because it's hard. It's hard work. It's hard to go there. And it's funny because it's sometimes I already know what it's like to live in the unknown. My sister Sky has been missing for 15 years. I know what the unknown feels like. But I'm afraid if I get better, I'm afraid of that unknown. I'm afraid if I go through therapy and take the time I need to find my peace on a more consistent basis, because I have good weeks. I do. Maybe I'm afraid I'd miss the pain because maybe it's become part of me. Man, that's fucked up. But anyways, I'm putting this out there. I'm putting this out there for the world to hear. So I can be accountable. So I can do all of the things that I want to do. Because I don't want to let you guys down. I don't want to do that. And I don't want to let myself down anymore. Okay. This has been Therapy Notes, session 10.